Hey y'all, thanks for joining us at The Real MC. We do not have a guest on the podcast tonight. It's just me and y'all. I'm going to announce the winner of our giveaway from Saturday a little bit later in the podcast, but first I want to walk you through our facility and show y'all where all the magic happens. So, we'll start with my room. I'm a little bit of a dirtbag. Most of you who know me know that. So poor JC and Bailey come in my office and clean my room, usually on Mondays. Huge Waylon Jennings fan, so he's always with me somewhere. Obviously, we have the photo that we use on Facebook all the time. My room is sort of the hub of all of the activity. So if the door is shut, that means that everyone should knock and come on in and make sure that they have a moment. I'm only here on Tuesdays and Thursdays in this room injecting. On Wednesdays, I'm typically doing kind of housekeeping, admin stuff, bookwork stuff, all of the boring things, or in the salon, and the same thing on Mondays and Fridays. So this is my office. The first thing you see whenever you come in. Now, we do carry tons and tons of products. We carry TheraDerm, MedCeuticals, Eminence Organics. We carry a lot of Fofo, all the products. I'll show you on the salon side. This is our IV therapy room. In this room, we do all of our slim shots. We do IV hydration, and this is a walk-in room, so you do not need an appointment for this room. We also nebulize our stem cells in here. So if you have a child or you yourself, if you struggle with like asthma, COPD, bronchitis, those types of respiratory issues, this is where you would nebulize your stem cells. Now, I'm in this room every single week. I love the fact that I can do high-dose vitamin C and bypass the stomach. You can't tolerate that in very high dose orally. And so I like to get my vitamin C intravenously. So I also do a lot of glutathione. Glutathione is, think of it as a bouncer in a bar. It kind of goes into the body and picks out all the bad guys, all the toxins. You get out, and it sort of escorts them out of the body. Or I also tell patients to think of it like a sticky blanket. It rides through the body and gets all the bad stuff out and escorts it out of the body. But this is where all of this happens in our IV room. So you can come in, sit in the recliner, cover up, cozy up. We do have a TV in here that you can watch while you're in here. Here are some of the products I was talking about. We do carry some TheraDerm products. We are phasing that out currently. Clarity RX is one of them that we love. Again, SkinCeuticals. Eminence Organics has sort of taken over our facility. People love the Eminence Organics. I was kind of the last one to jump on board, and now I'm obsessed. I use all of it at home. CBD oil. CBD oil is something that I am a huge advocate for. Your body is wired to receive this stuff. We have cannabinoid receptors inside our body. So this is a medication that your body actually craves. I do tell patients that they need to be seen and talked to about your health needs and concerns so we can make sure that we get you on the right CBD oil. But I do love MedCeuticals. A huge thing to think about with MedCeuticals or with any CBD oil is how much CBD is in there. So look at the milligrams of CBD in the bottle. You can have a 1 ounce bottle that may have 400 grams of CBD in it, or you can have a 1 ounce bottle like MedCeuticals that has 2,000 milligrams of CBD in it. So that's a big deal. Always look at that. Standing beside me, not open yet, is our Triton hair removal system. So this is one of the things I'm the most excited about right now at MC Aesthetics, because there hasn't been anything that's happened in hair removal that's been this exciting in a really long time. With this machine, we're able to target hair at all stages of growth. So we're able to work on the really, really dark coarse hair and then also the really light fine hair. So, and it does it way more comfortably in far less time. So we're super excited to unveil this guy. You will be able to get on the books for this very early November. And this is Injector Rich's room, JC. She keeps me looking good, y'all. This is, we're having some light issues. My husband worked on it all day long. We're not quite a go yet. So it's not being used right this moment, but this is where JC does her thing. JC is our nurse practitioner. She supervises us all, keeps us all in line. And like I said, she does all of my personal procedures. So she's one of my close friends and just a fabulous, fabulous nurse practitioner and fabulous human. And sorry I sound kind of weird. I have kind of a sore throat today. This is our laser room. So this is kind of everybody's favorite room in the facility because we have our Neogen plasma device in here. Now, this is not a typical laser. So I don't like to call it a laser, but you're going to hear me say it often that it's a laser. It's a plasma device. We have one of the only 50 of these devices in the United States. And so it's a really big deal. I think we have one of only 2 in Texas still. Super excited about this guy. It's done on 2 levels. We have kind of a mid-range procedure, which you all saw me do. That one you can cover with makeup, kind of go about your business. The downtime's about 7 days and not terrible. It's about $2,000. It is $2,000, not about. And then we have a little more aggressive procedure that we call the one and done. So you do that one and you're done. It runs $3,500 and it actually includes a complimentary mid-level procedure at anywhere from 4 to 6 months post-treatment. So we love this guy. It's one of the things here that I feel like really sets our facility apart and makes us very cutting edge, and that's what we try to do here. We're going to, in the very near future, be doing a lot of education on plasma technology. So we also do plasma pen in this room. I don't have it out. It's right under here. Now, plasma pen is the procedure that you all saw me do where I had the big red raccoon eyes and I looked like, I think somebody called me a pufferfish. I agree with them. It was pretty aggressive. It's the same technology, but think of the Neogen as the big wide paintbrush for plasma. We treat from here to here. And then think of your plasma pen as your fine-tune harnessed plasma technology where we're going to kind of tweak the areas for smaller areas where you need a little bit more of an aggressive plasma technology. So plasma up here is one of the things that we really are trying to educate not just our patients but other providers. We had the very first medical plasma pen in the state of Texas. And so we're super proud of that and very excited to be kind of establishing some of these protocols. Behind me is our stem cell gun. So we use this guy. I forgot to show you the stem cell canisters. They were in my office. But this is what we use to do our stem cell facelifts. We do PRP and stem cell hair restoration with this guy. So super neat device. Very proud of this guy. We also do, this is our PDO thread cabinet. This is where all the threads live for our lunchtime facelift, our jawline. You do mid-face, you do brow, mid-face, jaw, and then also a neck lift. Very little downtime. The day of, you have a little swelling where we put lidocaine at the insertion points. But really the next day you can sort of go on about your business with very little discomfort and just a little bit of swelling. And that is what we're announcing later. Somebody won a lunchtime facelift. This is new to our facility and something that not many people have. This is our ProNox system, and it's a light sedation system. So we have this available to our patients for those procedures that would otherwise be a little uncomfortable. Now, I did the plasma pen, probably the most aggressive procedure that one would do, and I will tell you that I would have really liked this guy, but we also do it for our Neogen and the Neogen One and Done, most certainly, so we can keep you guys comfortable. It is also an add-on option for lips, or just if you're just a big giant chicken and you're nervous about needles, you can add this on for $50 to your procedure and stay super comfortable. The best thing about this sedation system is the effects wear off in 5 minutes. I mean, you have a minute on the couch and then you can still leave and go pick up your kiddos. So we like that it's a safe option for comfort whenever you're doing some of those procedures. And moving along, this is Tanya's room. We don't just believe in treating the outside. The favorite thing that happens in here is our biofeedback system. So this is the newest technology in biofeedback. So this life system, biofeedback system, doesn't just scan the body, but it also harnesses the body to try to correct some of those energies that are off. So super proud of this. I am absolutely blown away by biofeedback. It's something that I do periodically. It's something that I've already, one of the reasons that I bought it is my child's pediatrician, after many doctors recommending it. Finally, when his pediatrician said, you're gonna have to get him some biofeedback, I just thought, why aren't we doing this at MC Aesthetics? And what this is doing up here is absolutely mind-blowing. This is changing lives, guys. We combine it with Reiki and mindfulness, meditation, and these are some things that Tanya can actually help you with and guide you through. Game changer for me. I'm a person who has a hard time getting still or taking a minute, and this is huge. So every single Thursday, I am Tanya's first patient of the day for either Reiki or mindfulness. And then periodically, I will do some biofeedback. The things that I have been able to harness and correct with biofeedback are absolutely amazing to me. Just having that insight and knowing where the problems are, that's how this works. When you know what you need to correct and what you need to work on, you can. If you don't know what's going on inside your body, it's hard to address. And so you have to sit around and wait until it develops as a problem or a symptom that you can see. This is a way to get ahead of your health, guys. This is not just for you, but it's for your children too. So start early, and I wish that I would have had this personally 20 years ago. I would be in a way different place in my physical health for sure. And there's the booty shaker in the corner. 10 minutes on that is the equivalent of 30 minutes in the gym. Our M-Sculpt room. So this is the room that when you see us on social media and you see us doing our abs and we're doing those weird contractions with this machine and these paddles, this is what the M-Sculpt is. Now, 30 minutes of this on your abs or your glutes or your biceps is the equivalent of 20,000 contractions, 20,000 muscular contractions. You cannot achieve that in the gym. There's no way to get it done. So we love this guy. When you see us, our arms flopping around all funny in our gym carry video, that's what this is. So this is for also not just for that person who's trying to get big muscles, but core strength is huge, and it's something that's really important to me as I'm turning 40 and I've already had neck surgery. I have some spinal issues, so it's very important to me at 40 years old to maintain and to improve my core strength. So I just like feeling stronger, and it doesn't help that it lifted my booty a few inches. That was good too. This is our M-Sculpt. Sounds like a rattlesnake whenever you hear us in this room. It's kind of a different sound, but that's what the M-Sculpt is. This is our salt booth chamber for halotherapy. So halotherapy is used for a number of health concerns, primarily to rid the body of toxins. So we use it for a lot of respiratory issues. I actually had my almost 4-year-old up here today. He's been sick and congested. You can kind of hear me still. I'm kind of getting over it too. But he just had a lot of respiratory stuff going on. So my husband brought him up here and put him in the salt booth and sat in here with him earlier. So this is going to be good for somebody with kind of like our nebulizing our amniocytes. So this is good for COPD, chronic bronchitis, pneumonia, asthma, any respiratory issue that you have. That crushed up Himalayan salt kind of goes into the lungs and it helps to rid the body of all those toxins. It's also good for the skin. So acne, eczema, just dry skin or problematic skin. I sit in there because I know it's good for my overall health, but it's also, we live in the desert, guys. And so 20 minutes in here is the equivalent of 8 hours at the beach. For me, that's huge because we know what our skin and our hair look like after we've been to the beach. Very moisturized and way better than living in the desert. This is our medical esthetician room. This is where Bailey does her magic. Bailey is an over 10-year medical esthetician, and she just truly is amazing. Her knowledge is what makes her so good at her job. Her years and years of experience in this field. She's worked with some of the most amazing physicians in our area, and she does an amazing job with our Hydrofacial MD. That's this guy here in the corner. We also do our mindfulness facial. That's also one of the things that we're going to be giving away in a little bit. CryoPen is new to this room. So we have all been in here just freezing off every sunspot, age spot, skin tag, wart, whatever we can find. We've been freezing it off in here. So we're having a lot of fun with that right now. Dermaplaning, she does an amazing chemical peel. So Bailey has got the knowledge and the skill that you want in a medical esthetician. So we're able to do the really fluffy kind of feel-good stuff, but we can also do those more advanced procedures and, you know, dermaplaning with scalpels and chemical peels, micro peels, and again, various levels of our Hydrofacial MD. So Bailey is amazing. She keeps me in line too. I told you she cleans my office all the time. She is so organized. And oh, Saluma. So Saluma is our anti-aging, acne, and pain professional light therapy system. It's also a great add-on to anything that Bailey does. Bailey also does that. I took one, we have two of them. I took one home and I've been using it on myself post plasma pen, and I've also been using it on my child. Don't look in here. We're all dirt bags. Don't look at our break room. No, don't look, move fast, keep going. Excuse me. So the really neat part of our facility is that MC Aesthetics is actually connected to our salon, BRL. So we can all kind of go back and forth. Patients and clients come out the two different doors, but it's one big business and one big family. So this is where the rest of the beauty happens. We don't just poke needles in people up here. We also do fabulous hair. We'll walk you around a little bit the salon. There's Breezy doing her thing. We have our stage. And our stylists are what sets us apart at BRL, is that our stylists are experts and they're educators in their field. So we've got girls who are specialists. Haley, she specializes in blondes and balayage. We have most of our stylists are specialists in hand-tied hair extensions, which, yay! Our TheRealMC hair extension line launched recently. This is 100% Slavic hair. It absolutely is a game changer in the hair world for a couple of reasons. It's very, very smooth from the tip to the base of the weft. The follicle is very smooth, so it doesn't tangle like a lot of extensions. And that is what I have, very fine, super fine, like baby cotton ball hair, and I struggled with every extension that I've ever worn until the TheRealMC line. So it doesn't tangle, and it's so much fuller at the end. So when you have hair extensions or when you do hair, you know what a weight line is. A weight line is that heaviness at the bottom that makes it full at the bottom. So when you look at a lot of the leading competitors, you would have to cut 3-4 inches off to achieve that same kind of a weight line. So not only is it smooth from the tip to from the base to the tip of the weft, but it's also the same thickness. And so you have that heavy weight line at the bottom of your 22 inches, which is a big deal because you don't have to lose any length because you're paying for that length. And so the TheRealMC hair extension line has its very first hair extension class on November the 18th. We do still have a few spots available, so if you're interested in taking that class, you can DM us or you can call us and we will get you registered for that. So proud of this and super excited. This is a big deal, a really big deal to MC Aesthetics. Our brand ambassador, Jen Oakley, you'll see her all over our social media. She's a fabulous resource if you're interested in inquiring about the class or if you want to know more about the hair. If you're interested in having one of our stylists install your hair extensions, call the salon, DM us, and we'll pass on that information to you. Now, we like to keep the two sides of the business fluid. And so you are able to purchase any of our skincare products on either line, on either side. But we also have our Kevin Murphy hair products over here. So Jen tried to get me to use this stuff forever and ever, and I was just married to what I was using and wouldn't do it. But I will tell you that the second that one of our employees up here, the second that someone starts using Kevin Murphy, I can tell. I can tell because their hair changes. And so we love our Kevin Murphy line. Eminence, again, like I said, this stuff has taken over our business. All of us are kind of obsessed with it at the current moment. SkinCeuticals, always the gold standard. And so you can pick up any of that at MC Aesthetics. Also, I did a post recently about sunscreen and some of those bigger procedures that we do, plasma pen, Neogen, where you have got to use a really good sunscreen. We sell Color Science, Sun Forgettable, Total Protection. It's physical protection, not chemical protection. So when you go to classes for this sunscreen line, they actually pour this stuff into water and you can see where all of the competitors, the water clouds up instantly. This sits right on top of the water and it never mixes with the water. So it does the same thing on the skin. So you get physical protection. I don't use this every day. I really only use it if I'm going to the beach or if I've just done one of those bigger procedures, but it is a big deal and it's important. The water will actually bead off of my face at the beach. And if I sweat, I know that I'm still protected. It's not chemical protection, but physical protection. We're also about to launch our Kula sunscreen line. If you haven't used that yet, we're about to tell you all about it. It's amazing. Now, also at our facility, I do want to say really quickly that we're transitioning into a lot more education, not just on the hair side, so with our hair class, but also after the first of the year, we're also going to be a medical training facility. JC and I are about to take that on, and we are going to educate other medical providers on all of the things that we're doing at MC Aesthetics. So both sides, the goal is to remain the authority and teach you all the things that we're doing up here. So now we're going to do our giveaway. Okay. First, the big one. Shauna Stovall, you said you never win anything. Winner chicken dinner. That's for the $3,500 PDO thread lift or lunchtime face lift. Congratulations, Shauna. You deserve it, baby. Can't look. Shauna Stovall. Again. Shauna, you just won lips. So it pays. Shauna came in on Saturday and pre-purchased all of her things, brought her husband in and had all of his things done. So the more you buy, the more entries. Shauna Stovall, again. Okay. So Shauna, it looks like you're getting a mindfulness facial, and lips, and a lunchtime facelift. So winter chicken dinner. Also, don't forget, our Amy Bell Blue Bag Project launches November the 1st. And so we're going to be a drop-off site for that. We're going to be working very closely with Libby Campbell at West Texas Food Bank, with Jody Salisbury. They're both going to be drop-off facilities, and they're going to be keeping us updated on the list of what the needs are, and we'll keep that current. So as that changes, we will let you know. But there's a current list of things we know we need right off the bat, and like I said, we will update that. And there's a timeline of events. So we will start collecting November the 1st, and then we will start trying to deliver the first week of December. So we'll keep you posted, but anytime in November, you can drop off, and then we'll be packing those up right after Thanksgiving to deliver. So thanks, guys, and I'll see y'all next week. Congratulations, Shauna. Sorry you didn't win anything. Bye.